Listen up, because I'm Chaz here for Board Game Geek, here with Carla from Weird Giraffe Games, and you are going to be showing us the Big Easy Busking.
Yes.
So, what is this game about?
So, Big Easy Busking, you are in New Orleans and you're a street musician.
Okay.
Yeah, you're trying to make it big, and you do that by getting the most money.
Aha! I can get with that.
I mean, who doesn't want the most money in New Orleans?
I know, right? So, how do we do it? How does this work?
Okay. So, on your turn, you have all these songs that you know.
Okay.
You're going to choose between playing these songs at different locations. Each of the locations is a little bit different because each crowd is a little bit different. Like this crowd, they have a lot of money and they are willing to give it out.
Oh.
So if you have the most of energy cubes on this crowd at the end of the round, you'll get $4.
Okay.
If you have at least 2, you'll get $1. However, if you go to this location and you have the most, you only get $2. So.
Okay.
So the crowds are different. You get to choose where you're going, but they're also different in the moods. Each of these has a different mood token.
Okay.
Yeah, that's the chill mood. These are romantics, and these like to party. So if you have a certain song, you can appeal to each of the different crowds.
Okay. I like, as evidenced by the icons there.
Yeah, the
Okay.
icons show it off. So each of your band members, they also have a certain amount of energy. You have to weigh all these options when choosing what songs to play. For instance, this one, it requires no energy from the sax, but 2 from the drums and 2 from the trumpet. So if you were to play it, you take the energy as the song says and then play it at a certain location.
Okay.
However, you know, songs just don't happen, right?
I know, yeah.
I mean, they take time. So if this was my turn, it'd be over and then it'd go to you.
Okay.
So you would decide if you're going to learn a song or play a song somewhere, and then it gets back to me and I decide, okay, this actually matches. If it doesn't match, then all the energy would go into the crowd and it'd be done. But since it matches, I have a choice. I can put in all the energy and get an extra $1 for really like singing my heart out to this crowd. Or I can put in at least 1, make the minimum here to get $1, and take back this energy so I can woo over a different crowd.
Okay. So you did a little bit of work, you put some work into that performance, but you're really saving yourself for that next song, for that next gig.
Yes. And the important part is that only I knew I was doing that. You didn't know. Like, you just knew that I was putting in probably 4 energy to this crowd.
All right. So from a gamification standpoint, it's almost like you kind of have some area control going on here, and you're kind of almost bluffing what you're going to be doing?
Yes.
Aha! Okay. Nice. Now, once this is done, say one way or the other the cubes are taken off, is this song done, like the crowds don't want to hear it anymore and we move on, or do you still have it in your repertoire?
So you have it in your repertoire, but it's in your discard pile now because the crowds do not want to hear the same song twice in a round.
Yes. They're so fickle that way.
I mean, they do not want to hear it, and your band doesn't want to play it. I mean,
I guess that's true. Do we get more songs throughout the course of the game, or do we start with a static number that we kind of have to kind of use at the right times?
So you get 3 songs to start off with, and on your turn, instead of playing a song, you can just tell your band members to learn a song.
Okay.
And that would take 1 energy from each of your band members. It goes into your reserve, and then you can take any of these 3 up top.
Okay.
So these could be songs like this Wild song, which matches every mood, but it takes a lot of energy. There's ones that take just a few energy, but have 1 mood to it. And there's solos like this one, where it takes 1 person a lot of energy, but you have multiple moods there. So there's a lot to consider, like when you're learning songs.
That's true. And do the venues cycle throughout the course of the game, or is it like one game, there'll be these venues available, so you got to figure out how you're going to economize your resources to use them?
The first round, there's only 3 different crowds, because it's Thursday. It's
okay, third. That makes sense. I didn't realize it was Thursday.
Yeah, there's a couple crowds. But Friday, there's 4 crowds, and Saturday, there's 5. So we're building up, and if you don't take any time to learn songs and you get to Saturday, you only have 3.
For all of these people, you're out of luck if you haven't taken that time to rehearse and learn.
Yeah.
Oh,
well,
nice.
There is like these songs, like there's these standard songs here that have the standard tokens on them that everyone knows how to play. Okay. So, like, you can play these, like you can borrow them from up top and then put them back. However, they don't make your band happy.
Because, yeah, they're just the old standards.
Yeah, they're the standards. Exactly. That's what
All
you
right.
got it. There's songs like, maybe it's like Happy Birthday where they
Yeah.
know how to do it, but they're not going to join it. So you have to pay an extra energy or dollar to convince your band to actually play it.
Okay.
Right. And then they get it.
Does your band ever accumulate more energy over the course of the game, or do you just have those to kind of work with throughout those 3 rounds?
So you start off, like, you regenerate energy every night because, like, you go to bed. You
Okay.
wake up and you have more energy. But you'll be getting money throughout the game, which is how you win. But you can spend the money to convince your band members that they actually, they can go another round.
you can give them some incentive to step up and keep
Yeah.
going.
Yeah, like you buy them a coffee or an energy drink and they can do another song that
Okay,
night.
just fill them full of caffeine and they're good to go.
Yeah.
So after the end of the 3 rounds, is it whoever has accumulated the most money is the winner?
Yes.
Excellent. Cool. And how many does it play up to?
5.
5. Oh, awesome.
So it's 1 to 5 actually.
And how long does a typical game take to play?
About 45 minutes.
Oh, excellent. Cool. All right, so if that sounds good to you, and if Big Easy Busking is a game that strikes a chord with you, be sure to check out its Board Game Geek page. In the meantime, thank you, Carla, for joining us.
Thank you so much for having me.
We'll talk to you again soon.